year. That
Hilarious.
dumbass shit niggas been saying all week.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I ain't
sir.
seen you
Now we
since
back in
last year.
full effect in video. Josh
Video,
Adams
man.
podcast 2022.
Oh, nigga, we
Back at
made
you.
it. We made it. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everybody had a great start to the new year. We 5 years. We 5 days deep already, man. And we had a bunch of bullshit that done jumped off. But before we jump into that, I want to
Yeah.
say what up to my partner in crime, my guy, the CEO, the brains behind all this, Kari Frazier. What's up?
What's happening? What's happening, people? We are definitely in full effect. I'm gonna give a round of applause for myself. What's happening?
Yeah, man. New Year's came in. We did that podcast on a Wednesday, but of course, New Year's dropped on a Friday. I don't know what yours was looking like, man. Just jumping real quick. I did a show. Shout out to Ronnie Chanel, who put it together out in Southwest Detroit, home of Big Meech and BMF. We did it at a little 1-2 spot. A lot of people there. They did not give a fuck about comedy at all.
Hilarious.
Yeah, and it was me, Marv Ross, Fago Red, Shorty. I'm thinking I'm hitting everybody that was there that performed, but you know, they did not give a fuck at all. Them people wanted to have a fun, drink, kick it, bring in the new year. They weren't scared of COVID and they didn't give a fuck about no comedy. And after that, I grabbed my little bottle, went home to the crib, man, and drunk. You know what I'm saying? What you get into, Car?
Oh man, I was just keeping it close. At first, I was thinking I was gonna get into something, but for the most part, watch those national championship game. For a second, saw Michigan got their teeth kicked in.
Boy, they got
which, you know
drugged.
what I'm saying? I'm definitely for that because I go green over here. And
But nigga, they still the crib. You want niggas to like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want niggas to succeed. And they from the way, like, nigga, you just want to see if I get it with Michigan State playing Michigan, you want them to lose. But nigga, you want to see them get smacked out when they playing somebody else?
Always go green. There we go.
Boy, you niggas is honorary. You know what I'm saying?
So basically, so watch those games, and along with those games, just kept it at the crib. I mean, this Omicron getting loose with everything, and
Omicron.
along with that,
Florona.
I mean, really, how New Year's Eve parties be such a high ticket. People kept pulling back on different things. Would have went out, but nah, man, kept it at the crib. Kept it close. Probably rap with you for a second.
Yeah, we kicked it for a couple minutes. We was lame. We was lame, niggas. No hoes and nothing on the floor. And the funny thing about you even saying how it played out is that I talked to Melody. I got like my last little workout in on that Friday, and Melody was like, "This is like." She was like, nigga, it's a Friday. It's New Year's Eve. And I was like, damn, I didn't even correlate all that. Like, it is a Friday. It's New Year's Eve, which has got to be crazy. So that means you off today and you have Saturday off. And it was warm. She was like, they going to get to tripping. And I was like, didn't even think about it. So honestly, man, I was in a scenario where I didn't have nothing going on. So I wasn't going to force anything. So it was like, anytime I force something bad happened. So I just was like, I'm gonna chill. If something pop off, we can get to it. But nothing popped off, bro. I chilled. I think I brought it in the best way I could have. Sitting at the crib, drunk a whole thing of Hennessy VSOP, man. Y'all gonna eventually have to give me a check the way I'm drinking this shit.
Hilarious.
And promoting y'all on these airwaves. Or if it's a black owned cognac company out there. E40 got one called his called Tycoon. I'm willing to try it. E40, you know what I'm saying? I drink cognac like
Earl
that.
Stevens.
Shout out to the big homie. But yeah, man, I kept it cool. I kept it in pocket. And I'm staying true to nature, man. I'm not having sex all 2022. I'm gonna keep my dick as dry as possible. I'm not even gonna touch myself.
Okay, that is the New Year's resolution that we talk about in the description you see. And this is
that a resolution, or is that just me trying to be right?
That's a resolution, brother. That's a New Year's resolution. And, and what's funny is we had a podcast about Josh's celibate,
but it wasn't me.
It was the other Josh. But now Josh Adams
shout out to my
celibate as well.
Yeah, man, I ain't had in about 2-3 months, cuz you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep my energy to myself. And I mean, in reality, and I mean, you was talking about it on the phone. I don't know if I'm cheating because I just legitimately don't have no hoes. Like I legitimately don't have nobody that want to give me no pussy right now. So it might be easy to do this, but I'm legitimately gonna try to go all the way to 2022. Ridiculous. So all my people out there with me, men, women, let's all be celibate all year. Let's turn pussy and let's turn dick down all year and see how much we get accomplished. What's up, Corey? We with it. We hard on the hoe.
I'm definitely not subscribed to this craziness.
But you don't do it now. You don't fuck like that now.
I don't really be getting down or in the streets like that. But still, I definitely am. If as they say, it's a time and place for everything. And when the time and place comes where sex happens, sex shit.
On here, but we gonna keep it moving.
It's like
it, what was that sound? Was that sound? Was that a sound effect? Oh no, but it was like
that's the alarm.
Oh, I thought that might have had something to do with this. Like, I can't talk about fucking or something. Like, YouTube got a new thing on here where they like, nigga, we gonna spaz on you if you get to talking too reckless on here. But yeah, dog, I'm about to really chill, bro. I'm about to see how long I can go without getting without engaging in that, bro. Like, so I mean, I'm on some, like, not to say I'm just focused on my work, but I'm just gonna do other shit. Like, I'm going to focus more on this creating content for my Patreon and this podcast and my comedy and creating events for people to come out and have a good time and possibly go get some pussy afterwards. I don't want to I want to be the facilitator of people getting pussy. You get more money that way. If you help me pussy, like, that's what pimps do. They solicit.
Facilitating.
Yeah, I'm facilitating all 22.
You gonna be the Chris Paul of putting people on.
My nigga, I was gonna say the Magic Johnson, but yeah, I'm the Magic Johnson, nigga. I'm dropping that bitch off. Jason Kidd, whoever get that ball up, nigga, that's me. All 22, dog. So I'm not. So me and Kari decided right here, bro, we not having sex all 22. Not with each other, because that ain't how we fuck around. We mean with people, women that we are attracted to. We gonna keep that on the, because, you know, women get too much power and control with all that. Hilarious. Once they start giving you pussy and all that, we said all 20. We part of what I'm saying. That can mean anything. I mean, or the hooker representative out there, Wi-Fi signal is. That got something to do with why it might be YouTube.
Man, I can definitely tell you that. Right now, like a lot of people, Xfinity like going in and out. So I'm tapping in through my my phone Wi-Fi. Yeah, we tapping in through hotspots coming to you right now. So
that's not strong enough to control what we doing here, is it?
I think so. I mean, we can probably tap in. You can probably look on your phone and see what we going on.
Man, this bitch probably lagging like a motherfucker.
Ain't no telling.
Niggas.
Yeah.
I'm about to take a look at it. But yeah, man. So okay, lies MP. On top of lies. So MP, you don't know me like that. I'm a changed man.
I'm a changed man.
Is that Lovey? Plan. That look like Lovey.
That looked like Lovey with the hat. She got on the what is that? The Kentucky Derby hat. Is that Lovey?
She got on the First Lady of Church hat. What's up?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The Kentucky Derby.
All the members go down and talk to the First Lady and give her your information. She gonna talk to you about, you know what I'm saying, getting you into the church. But this is real talk, love. If that's who I'm talking to,
is that Lovey? Lovey, it definitely scare you straight for real, because
I'm not Lovey. I think I can do it. You know what I'm saying? I like to test my boundaries. Like, I like to see, like, sometimes I only want to give up social media, like, and I do that. I give a break, but I needed to promote it. Sex is cool. I've had it. I've done it all. I mean, I've done as much as I'm willing to fuck around with.
You've gotten to the boundary where you will go. So you basically went all the way to the goal line. Anything further than that is definitely plays that's not going to be in your playbook, and I feel you there. I feel the same way. Anything beyond my playbook is where I'm not going. It's good that we have guests that come on the podcast and introduce you all to this world, because that world where we not going in the playbook is a very interesting world. And
but like I said, I mean, I done it all as far as what I want to do. Yes, irritating. Yes, it's Lovey Dove. That's the Rookie of the Year, man. We got to get you your award, man. You don't even know you won something. You was the Rookie of the Year as far as like a guest on this podcast, man.
Yeah. I know. We gotta
and here comes the most consistent guest.
We gonna bring Lovey back one of these days. We're gonna talk about the celibate Josh. And like I say, I'm not taking that vow with him. Like I said, it's a time and place for everything. When that time and that place arise.
I'm sorry that you feel that way, Kari, that you don't feel like you want to put your life in a better perspective and live right and be right. Yeah. But everybody on here, we taking the vow of celibacy. It's going down. We out here keeping it in our pants, keeping it wherever in our skirts and all that. Like, we're not doing it.
What's that song back in the day? You don't have to take your clothes off. What's my man with the Jerry curl that had that song? That you don't have to take a clothes off. That may be the song. You never heard that song?
Never heard it. Let's make that that's gonna be the song. That's gonna be the song, the first song of the year. I've never heard this song, Kari, talking about by Scatman Carruthers. Celibacy, huh? Riri says celibacy, huh? How long are you doing this? I am going to go the whole year without any vagina. any type of sexual contact. I can't get no head, right? Is that what celibacy is? I can't get no head. I can't get no vagina, and I cannot, like, I can't even let a motherfucker like throw me a little hand job.
No,
I'm good. Or 22. I'm telling y'all this right now. 22, I am not having any sex. I'm just focusing on just being a better me, better version of me. You know, I feel like pussy complicates shit. You know what I'm saying? You spend a lot of money getting it. You have to give a lot of attention. You know what I'm saying? And like once I take pussy off the table when I'm dealing with a woman, you know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens and how long she can last and be around and what her purpose will be in my life. Feel me?
All right, we this is definitely gonna be interesting. I do think that
day 5,
when you are sexually engaged with a woman, it does take attention. It does take time. It will you will spend some money as you spend that time and that attention. You know, it's some energy that goes into that, especially the type of women that you are attracted to and I'm attracted to. Those aren't the type of women that usually are sexually active with men that aren't putting some time and attention.
Exactly. So, I mean, I'm thinking I might put a couple little caveats in there. Maybe I just won't have sex with black women all 2022.
Here we go.
So I'm only having sex with Caucasian women all 2022.
He tried to get canceled like ever. It's like we already got that Fresh and Fit snippet that's been going around. That is not the sign of what's going on with this podcast. We are not co-signing that. Even though EJ heal up. He getting back in effect, and he's married to a woman that's not black.
Oh, we love you, Emily. We love Emily.
We love Emily. But love Emily. Kari Frazier, I love black women. We'll always love black women.
You should see that nigga screensaver. It ain't nothing but black women being objectified. They naked. Ain't none of he ain't got no pictures on that computer of them reading books or teaching kids. It's just black women with afros with their titties out. So yeah, he love y'all, but for the wrong reasons.
I love black women for all of the reasons.
He love them for the wrong reason. Well, nigga, keep your dick in your pants and just appreciate them. Go up. Riri just said something. Go right there. She says, oh, very ambitious. I see. Well, I believe in you, and I hope you make it to at least 6 months, but rooting for you for the year. All year. Put it like this. If I can make it to March, but like I said, I don't have nobody that want to give me no pussy. So in reality, it's going to be easy to do this. Like, all the vagina I've been getting, I've worked at. I ain't took it, but I've worked hard for it. But if I take the same work I put into getting pussy into my career, man, the money gonna come and the blessings gonna come and all that. So I don't have no pussy on the floor. Nobody wants to give me none. So I should be able to make it a year. And I'm like, put it like this, and I'm ducked off. Like after show, I'm gonna do my shows, come home. Like do the podcast, come home. Like, how you gonna give me some pussy during the podcast, during the show? Like, it's not gonna be possible.
Okay, this looks so crazy. Like seeing the side, what he did with the marquee behind us is ridiculous. And then hearing him give this explanation, and then seeing the quote that Lovey got up makes everything look crazy as hell right now.
You. What else can a person offer besides sex? I feel like support, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that could be mentally, you know what I'm saying? In any kind of way, just it's a bunch of shit that can be offered, and I want to tap into that. I want to make love. I want to truly experience what intimacy is. I've never done that. I always have conversations and kick it, but I want to get it and kick it on a deeper level. And that's what and honestly, I'm not even on that tip, but I do want to get to know women on a deeper level. Like, I'm not looking for no relationship. I ain't rushing into that, dog. I'm damn near 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? I done it all, man. As much as a nigga's supposed to done in this time. So I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling, bro. No vagina for me.
Yeah, you venture beyond where you been, brother. You venturing into a whole nother a whole new world, brother.
It seemed impossible. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not getting no pussy. Like, not to say that I'm just a pussy getting nigga. I do all right out here, okay? I have my way when I have it. But to be like, damn, a whole year, like, to me, that's like, nigga, that's like not eating food for a year. Like,
not nigga, eating food.
Nigga, that's like,
you will die if you don't eat food.
You know what I'm saying? I might be over exaggerating, but what I'm saying is, like, not having sex to me, dog, is legitimately like, I mean, and it shouldn't be that deep, but it's like, nigga, the longest I went was when I was 17, and that's because I ain't had no pussy. I was not getting no pussy. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, once I got it, it was like, nigga, I want it all the time and forevermore. Because eventually a time gonna come where I can't really execute with these honey packs and these pills. Hilarious. Ain't gonna get that dick hard like Hilarious. I need to.
And in reality, I guess you're right. I mean, I'll definitely, depending upon like what projects I'm working on, what's happening in life,
That's hard.
I can go, I don't know, months, 4 or 5 months without having sex. And then also part of it is kind of like what you say, like is if I'm not entertaining any prospects, anything even happening, it happens. Like that happens often. I'll go long stints without having sex. And to me, a long stint is 3, 4, 4 months without having sex, period. And I know women usually don't believe me when I say, no, seriously, I am not having sex. I'm not sexually active.
So this is what I'm saying.
Period.
Before we go to the comments, I'm gonna say you actively turn down pussy. Like you said, you had no prospects. I'm talking about, did you turn down pussy? What was the longest you went without, like, I'm not having sex, I'm straight, and it came your way, and you was like,
all right, let me do it. Okay, so first off, usually for the women that I'm most attracted to, they're not going to be so explicitly offering me sex. They'll like hint around what will happen. Like, what are you doing later? I can come by, things like that. And I reject all of like the soft passes that I think we used to picking up on all the hints that a woman would give. So like, I can come by and visit, I can cook something for you. Would you like me to cook something for you? That's usually like a sign. I don't necessarily, let's get this disclaimer. Just because a woman cooks a meal for you doesn't mean necessarily that means that she wants to have sex with you. But the pattern in my past, usually that can be a gateway. So, spending the time. So I've definitely kind of turned that down because I just didn't make myself available. So I've never had a woman make a pass like, I want to have sex with you. Wait, I did that.
You know
one
what
time.
I mean?
I did do that one time.
They rarely come that hard.
It was after one of my cookouts. And the reason I turned it down more so was because she was really tipsy, and she made a pass and I turned it down immediately. She said that. She was like, let's fuck. And I was like, I'm straight. Now, if she would have made a physical pass along with that, I don't know how strong-willed I would have been.
Like grabbed your dick and was like, come on, nigga, let's fuck. Like took the tongs and grabbed your dick.
Yeah. If she'd did that, I probably would have succumbed to the temptation.
All right. Riri says, trust now that you're doing this. They're going to try you just to say they're the ones to get you to break. Then I just won't tell y'all that I fucked her. So she can't tell you. I'm going to say the bitch lying.
Jonathan says, love is a battlefield.
Shout out to JB. That's comedian JB, man. Happy New Year, JB. That's my OG in comedy.
Love is a battlefield.
And that's what it is. And we at war right now, man. And what you got to do is you got to sacrifice to win the battle. You know what I'm saying? I've lost a lot of battles. And that's what I'm saying. What else we got?
And Lovey says, I went 2 years without sex in the past. You have to keep very busy. I think it's different with women and men too, though, because y'all always get the pass at you. And then as a guy, like so much of what we maybe even focused on can be focused on that, like Instagram, Facebook. Like my Facebook stories for some reason, and I don't even like my Facebook ain't even built like that. Mm-hmm. Is every time it's some thirst trap, it comes across my Facebook story. And I'll be like, what the hell be going on with my Facebook stories? Yeah, so like it can, it can fixate on things. And then like women make them soft passes where it's game. You know what I'm saying? I really want to see you. What's been going on? Heart emojis, kiss emojis. And then you be thinking like, all right, am I going to play this flirtatious game the whole way through? Or am I going to stay focused and keep my eyes on the prize?
Exactly. And I mean, you're right about that, love, because that's what I told Kari. Like, I'm just gonna put the energy that I put into getting pussy into my career. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have daughters that I love, and I mean, that's just more time for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though getting pussy hours is where they sleep, but it's just keeping it focused. It's like I can put this energy into some other things, like I said, helping build this platform to me that Kari got over here, creating content, putting stuff out. And I'm exercising more in comedy. Like, I want to take my comedy to the next level. As funny as people think I might be, it's still a level. I don't feel I'm nowhere near where I want to be. So it's like I can't wait to see where I can go. And I think I used all of the energy that I had to be funny to get pussy, and I've got it now. And it's like, all right, nigga, what's next? Like, okay, you can get pussy. What you gonna do now,
Hilarious.
Nigga? You know what I'm saying? So I'm on. We can wrap this up at this point, but I'm being celibate all 2022. If you want to join this journey with me, if you want to join this journey with me, man, I'm down. Let me know. We can call and counsel each other and be like,
counsel, like
I call and be like, hey man, I almost fucked the bitch today.
Pussy Anonymous or something.
Hey man, it's just, hey man, hard on the hoe, all 22. That's what it is. We're gonna come up with a group text. A group text, man, where we all help each other out and be like, Josh, you ain't slipped today. I'm like, nah, man, but it was a bitch trying to give me some pussy, but I ran. And we all gonna have it's not a rape whistle, it's a celibacy whistle we gonna have, or a celibacy harmonica. So anytime somebody try to give you some pussy, you just blow it in there and so that's what we gonna do, man. We gonna come up, we gotta find some harmonicas, man. Some we can blow when people trying to give us pussy, ladies or dick, that you ain't strong enough to get away from, and then help come. Like a life alert bracelet or something we can do. So if anybody out there knows somebody that got the kind of technology we need for this year, we gonna test it out right now, man.
Hilarious.
All right, what's this saying here? Lovey laughing. Lovey, we gonna get you back on here ASAP. Believe that. It would be good if you heard accountable by someone that might help.
Accountability partner, a celibacy accountability partner. Yeah. That'd be a woman, and then like probably like 1 month in, she'd be like, I mean, you can come over here if you want to.
Now he's saying they're gonna use that against me. Women so evil. God, my accountability partner, man, but he be sending them hoes my way, man. I think God be wanting me to get off. Like, man, go ahead, Josh. I ain't tripping on that, man. But I want to be, you know, I know it's a test though.
Nothing to do with the Lord at all.
I know God testing me. Oh boy. I know God testing me. You know what I'm saying? God be testing me like, man, I keep sending you the same test, nigga. And you, nigga, at this point in my life, dog, I am 23 years old in the 8th grade. Like, God been testing me for the longest. I should have been graduated from this class. God is looking at me like, nigga, what you want me to do? I done gave you women after woman after woman, and you keep failing this test. And we are 20 minutes into me talking about not being shit. And we are going to move on to the next situation.
Are we gonna do the simplified first, or you want to do?
We just talked about.
You want to talk about the? Or we really just want to get into the whole thing about doing business with janky business people?
Let's ask the people, man. Do y'all want us to go into the topic working with janky business people? Do y'all want to hear the simplified? I got the story I want to tell real quick. We'll put it on the people. We'll let the streets decide. Y'all want to hear the simplified, or do y'all want to jump into the topic? I mean, first, we gonna get to both of them. It's here first. We got y'all here, so y'all opinion matters a whole lot, man. And again, Happy New Year to everybody, man. That is that's watching this podcast. And February 11th is going down. Mm-hmm. Somebody said janky business first. Let's see. Janky business first. How should we do it?
All right, janky business first.
Should we do it like that? She was the first one. We don't know if everybody else Wi-Fi a little fucked up. Let's see. Let's do simplified. All right, here we go. Whoever say next gonna break the tie, because Riri said simplified. So whoever come next breaks the tie. Whoever comes next out of these 6 people is gonna break the tie. It's either gonna be simplified or we gonna jump into the janky promoters. All this shit is gonna be who is that here? We got here. We got it right here. We'll figure it out immediately. But yeah, this is a personal story of man to simplify and all this janky promoter shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and we've talked about promoters before, but it's more than janky promoters. It's janky business people, and we have these discussions often. Especially the off-air discussions lead to sometimes the on-air discussions, but just how we function doing business.
Lovey don't get how democracy works. She gonna vote twice, like that's gonna change it up.
Hilarious.
I'm agreeable. Janky promoters is fine first. All right, then, since y'all two did it, y'all said it first. Hit the tie. Okay, yeah, JB just broke your then right there with the tie. All right, so me and Kari have a talk a lot about business, especially that me and him do a lot of business together. And he one of the few people that I trust enough to partner with. And this year, I'm telling a lot of people no. Comedians, promoters, sponsors, people who want to be involved and use my name.
Women that want to smack.
I mean, yeah, women, all of that. I'm telling a lot of people no, just because I was saying yes a lot, because in reality, I just wanted to, I'm like, I want to do everything and I'm going to try everything. You should not supposed to do that, because some people will take advantage of you. And it's not that they think they're better than you. They just don't value you. They don't see the value in you. So they give you what they think you deserve, when you like, well, I could have just did this by myself, cuz, and got all of this, as opposed to, now we busting it down and you looking at me like, here go this little 20 and you taking 80% of whatever, and you ain't really do nothing. And and it's funny doing business in the city of Detroit, because this is where I'm at. This is my base as of right now. So I mean, a lot of the promoters and people that do business in the city, Kari does a lot of business and he knows them, and he love these hoe ass niggas. And my thing is, You my man. Like, I'm never gonna judge you based upon because maybe y'all do, but I know that ain't in you. That's the funny shit about Kari. It's like, nigga, I know that whole shit ain't in you, but you choose to be like, man, all that nigga cool. And I ain't gonna say no names because he got relationships with these niggas. They hoes to me. And them niggas know that they know what it is with me. But Kari, go ahead and tell these people why you fuck with these hoe ass niggas.
I mean, and this is just basically my feeling about it. I definitely recognize they Hollywood attitudes. Some of the things where they function in a different ethic and moral than I do. So for a lot of people that don't know, my whole connection to a lot of this comes from me being a rapper myself, like a lot of people, and then promoting with rappers. And so from spending time like doing stuff at let's see, back when the Bullfrog was open, back when 007 was open, back when Status Lounge, just a lot of different places. Just over the years, St. Andrews Hall, when the Zoo Bar was open, like, over time, I've done a lot of different things with a lot of different people. And what I've learned is that a lot of my contemporaries, when it comes to doing promotions and events and a lot of other businesses in this world working with artists, because I see comedians as artists, rappers, singers as artists, dancers as artists, they exploit it, and they're like, they put a lot extra on things, and they fake the funk, they be bullshitting. And I got so used to it that I kind of, adapted to swim with seaweed. Like I got used to a lot, naturally I used to feel like this is whole ass behavior. It's kind of expected right now. It's rare that I meet people that conduct business working with artists, and I think to myself, okay, this person is fair. This person is doing things straight up. This person is doing things in a way that I think is ethical and moral. I really don't expect much. I'm surprised,
But I believe, Kari,
when that happens.
But I believe that you can tailor make the people that you choose to do business with, your circle and your network. I don't think you have to do it. It's a lot of hoe ass people in the world that I don't be around. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to be around them. If they're around, cool. But I'm just saying, in business, I really do believe that you can I can't think of the word for it right now, but I keep saying tailor make or premeditate, or just straight up just set up who you can. Because after if I work with you, I see how you get out. I'm not gonna work with you again. Not gonna work with you again. And then you meet people, and then through word of mouth, you hear, oh, he cool. This person cool. Work with them, and you can build a network of people that don't be on that whole shit, and you can get to be whatever as successful as you want. And I don't think none of these people are gatekeepers to the point where if you fuck with them, it's gonna accelerate what you're doing. Because I see bad business all the time, and them niggas they still doing the same shit. They just put a filter over it and make it look like it's bigger than what it really is. And my thing is this. It's all about respect for me, dog. I want people to treat me the same way I treat them. I treat everybody with respect when I come in the building, whether it's the person that's valeting the cars, the owner of the club, the promoter, his girl, whoever. I don't look down on nobody. The person that's opening, the person that's hosting, the headliner, everybody get the same respect for me. And that's why, like, there's a lot of OG comedians that I don't have respect for, because when I gave it to them, they gave me their ass to kiss. So now it's just like, I'm just gonna move a lot differently now. And what I'm saying to you is, I guess if them guys ain't did you dirty in a way to where you feel like, man, I ain't gotta fuck with them, man. You a business nigga, so it's like, nigga, it's all this what the game is. Me personally, dog, I don't want to have to deal with nobody who booked me for an event, and then all right, man, and you never gonna hear me talk like this. I go to this event and I destroy this motherfucker, and then he paid me the bare minimum at the one time, and then I'm like, all right, I need more because it's more to travel. This place was far, and then he pays me a little more, but then he act like he didn't want to do that, and then he talked to another comedian like, yeah, Josh ain't really all that funny, but everybody else that's helping you put this show together is telling you Josh probably should have closed the show out. You know what I'm saying? Not to say nothing about other comedians. It's just how I perform, and then it's like trying to get, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, you see what I'm doing, and I ain't counting your pockets, but nigga, you getting your money, nigga. This ain't gonna kill you to give me just a little more or all that other shit. And that's what it is with me. Like, it's no respect there, and that's when you a pussy ass nigga to me.
I'm gonna give a couple stories about this too. So I feel you, and on the flip side, because I think the stories are what interest people most and kind of connect people to stuff. And you definitely can run with these stories, but it becomes difficult, bro. because on the flip side of like looking at it like I just do business like that, it aligns me with people that have, to me, less than character. So this could also impact where another person walk in the room and see me associated and doing business with a person with less than character, and they be like, oh, you move with them, so you gotta probably, you know, birds of a feather flock together.
Exactly.
But here go a classic story. I remember it was an event. Remember back with the White House, when the White House was open, the nightclub, the White House, downtown off of, I forget what the hell that street is, but some shit like that. Yeah. So one night, the guys that it's like a crew of different people that own that, you know, a lot of this shit be caught up with street money too. But some of the street money people that used to run the 007 ended up managing a lot of stuff with the LAX and the White House. Well, they went to LA. I know stuff just dropped, but everything fell apart one night at the White House where, you know, one Friday night they had somebody booked to do a party, but whoever was booked to do the party couldn't come. So when the people that was booked to do the party couldn't come, I got the phone call like, hey, do you want to join with this new crew of people that want to do the party? And I was like, yeah, man, I don't care. So I reached out to like two of my homies that used to do these up at Oakland University that kind of had like a little set and crew. And it was funny as hell because we basically had a lot of kids that came kind of from Oakland University that came down. And you had half the party of the kids from Oakland University that paid this high ass fee, the 11 o'clock, $50 to get in. You had the other half of people that got in from the people that owned the White House that had chinchillas on. They had their girls with them and they got in for free. And my homeboy was at the door and he was like, this that bullshit about parties, bro. And I was like, yeah, this is that bullshit. And it made me feel kind of fucked up because it's like I'm charging college students $50 to get in. And a dude that came in with 3 girls, 4 chinchillas, you know, Gucci belt, Cartiers, another promoter, and he basically came in posse deep because he came in with, I forget the rapper that he was rocking with at the time.
What year was this?
This was like this might be about 7 years ago.
What, Tone, KDZ?
One of them, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
one of them, but it wasn't them. But it was like one of them
Dusty
cats.
McFly.
So yeah, maybe Dusty. And it was like basically the people that paid for the event is college students that barely probably using their goddamn financial aid money.
Yeah.
But you sitting up here want to get bottles for free, want to get a booth for free under the whole premise that you brought in a quote unquote celebrity that I really don't give a fuck that he here.
Yeah.
But because I'm in business with these other promoters, it kind of aligned me where I was doing whole ass shit that night as well. And then I brought in other people I knew. So it just felt bad, bro. To the point where I was like, look, here go my half of the money. You can pay back whoever you need to pay back because I just didn't even feel good taking money that night. Yeah. But it was shit like that. And that was like one of the last quote unquote parties that I was a part of because it felt bad. And it felt like it was 2 clubs going on. The VIP had all these dudes with chinchillas for free. And then you had the like regular club with college kids just doing a regular college kid turn up and they barely could afford the overpriced ass drinks and the whole shit.
So they just out here sharing drinks and shit like that. Hey, shout out to my boy Nick. Nick Ford, funny ass comedian. He said he's sending love, man. Happy New Year to you, my guy. And it's funny that he on here, bro. I'm really like white people, just the way they do business, man. As much as like people, you know, want to say whatever they want to say, white people, man, I mean, because I work both sides of the game, all sides of the game. With niggas, it's always something funny. They looking at you crazy. But when I do mainstream rooms, and a lot of times it ain't just white people, it's just people that work on the mainstream side. Bro, the money just be, they have your money right away. They pay you. They treat you like, you know, they act like they booked you, not like you begged to get on the show. And it's just a better overall experience as an entertainer. And it's just like, damn, like, you know, I've done shows, bro, with people who, you know, I still see, man. And it was this one spot that I performed at, black on. And nigga, I wanted this spot to win so bad. Like I want this to be my home comedy club. And a comedian came in town, DC Young Fly was in town, and my youngest daughter's mom was with me, and she was pregnant with my baby at the time. So she was like, you know, DC Young Fly, I want to see him, bet. Come through, this my spot. So we got in for free, and she wanted to watch the show. And of course it was sold out because it's DC Young Fly. And you know, Detroit love niggas from out of town. So I'm like, hey man, baby mama, my daughter's a mom. Hey man, my girl, she's my girl at the time. Let's show you how far I'm fucked up. I'm like, yeah, my girl want to sit down, man. You know, she pregnant, she want to sit down. These niggas like, yeah, man, I don't know, man. We done sold every seat in the house. And I'm like, nigga, look, every motherfucking seat is sold. This motherfucker pregnant. Like, nigga, I come in here and perform for free just because I love to go up and grab a mic. And you looking at me like, nigga, I asked you for a prime rib with lime, nigga. Like, I asked you, can she have a seat to sit down, nigga? And it's little shit like that just make me, and it tell me if I'm tripping, nigga.
I got another story for you.
Just tell me, Corey, if I'm tripping on that, or if it's just like, nigga, I asked for the bare minimum, nigga. I asked for a chair. I didn't say, hey, I got 5 or 6 people with me. I said, I have my pregnant girlfriend here with me. Nigga, I perform for y'all for free just because I like to come up here and work out. Y'all pay me here, and, you know, they paid me when they had me come perform. Really wasn't what I was worth, but I took it just because it's like, I want to see these niggas win. And, that really made me feel away, dog. And to this day, I kind of fuck with them niggas kind of like at arm's distance. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Fuck, you know what I'm saying? 6 feet, you know what I'm saying? Social distancing. It's like, nigga, fuck nigga distancing. Where it's like, nigga, I don't even really want to, you know, with you like
be
that.
In there. I mean, I definitely got to say this. Like, I got so many stories and learning lessons in doing business. I think one of the key things about this is Detroit is not the city that everybody make it out to be on paper and on Instagram. People trying to act like they bossing the fuck up here, man. You know, people getting by, man. It's a regular working class city.
Niggas is broke,
but
man.
Promoters be so
they act like
in
it's
your
Chicago.
face, it throw you off. I remember I used to do, like, years ago. This may be like 15, 20 years ago almost.
Nigga, Corey brought the Delphonics here.
Hilarious. I was doing stuff with DJ Lish, like before he even became the DJ Lish that a lot of people know.
That was the light-skinned nigga who doing the parties, like light skin versus dark skin.
That is the infamous guy that did the light skin party.
How did that work? Do niggas remember that? Do niggas remember that? Like, so you could only get in if you was light skinned?
Hilarious. It was like, I think light skinned girls got in for free. That's what I think he was doing. So as backwards as that shit is, but the
exactly, love,
the shit that it was like all of them, we was meeting about doing an event together with some rappers. Everybody pull up like Escalade on 22s. I'm pulling up in my Buick, my 89 Buick Century that my grandma gave me, and I'm like, all right, the venue costs $2,000. I was like, it's 4 of us. Let's all put up $500. I had my $500 right there from my Pizza Hut job.
Yeah.
Everybody else was like, man, you know, let's look at other places and other venues. And it hit me. It took a while to walk away. I had to call my granddad that owned that nightclub in Cleveland. Like, why they even got to think about it? I'm like, this is a good venue. It's where we need it. It's what we need. $2,000. We can make it back because they giving us a piece of the bar as well. Because, you know, if you do promotions, bar helps you as well. But they didn't have the money. You know what I'm saying? And I even found out, like, when we picked like the other venue, the offshoot venue we picked, and later that night when, you know what I'm saying, after the show, it was like, shit, I ain't balling like that, bro. I'm balling on a budget. Let's go on and go to this Wendy's dollar menu. So I'm like, damn, you got to Escalade on 22s and we got to pull up in the goddamn Wendy's. I'm like, we can go to Coney at least. Like, I mean, but this is the mentality, bro. Cats will, I mean, that whole idea of brand new car, brand new jewelry in your mama's basement is some Detroit shit. And a lot of Detroit promoters are that. They'll be at their girl's house that got an apartment or condo downtown. Yeah. And that girl is probably just like a girl who they probably don't really like. But you know what I'm saying? Because it's not, you know, the look they like, probably that light-skinned girl. You know what I'm saying? But it's the girl that's downtown that come to all their parties that really promote them, that probably give them the money to put in to partner with people like me. You know what I'm saying? That shit is like, if we pulled the veil on a lot of these promoters and really saw how they tap into what it is, and I had to learn that over time, it's a lot of cap, bro.
So why you love these niggas, Corey? That's my thing. Like, that's the question. Like, nigga, that's why we here to talk. Why do you love these niggas, man? Like, you know these niggas out here, they on bullshit, and you know it's legit niggas out here that do it like you, handle business like you, and willing to build like you. It's like, nigga, why even associate with them niggas? I mean, I know you probably not as much now, you know what I'm saying? You know, but like at the point in time, when did it take you to be like, man, let me get away from these niggas, man? Because they ain't really getting no money.
the White House party was the last time, like, it was like, okay, I can't do this type of shit no more. And then after that, it's like I set up my boundaries and parameters. So it's one of those tough things where, you know, it's like any game or some shit like that. Like, I'm guessing people in the dope game or whatever. It's like, these are my boundaries. This is what I do. This is what I won't do. Bam, bam. So, but I look at it like it's so commonplace, because even the people that are straight and narrow, it's like they'll be on the straight and narrow, then I tap in with them 3 months later or a year later, and they Hollywood as fuck too. Yeah. And they be like, you gotta, here go the classic phrase, you gotta fake it till you goddamn make it. And then I see even with the flyers and the promotions, they'll bring in a celebrity name, they'll bring into this. And like I always tell people, bro, you don't need a celebrity. You can build an audience just from doing some real shit and growing it organically.
Cool shit.
The classic example I used to use is back in the 80s, in the 90s, the African World Festival was just had like Africans on stage playing goddamn African drums, and everybody in the city would be down there. The minute that the African World Festival shifted off and said, all right, we're gonna have Isaac Hayes this day, Shaka Khan this day, New Edition this day. Now I'm starting to pick and choose. Now it's like I only want to go when New Edition come. I only want to go when Isaac Hayes there. So when you got African drummers on stage, it's like I ain't checking for that shit. You know, you can grow something organically, and the culture just exists and be what it is.
We play ourselves jumping into a lane, bro. We jump into a lane, and it's like the African American festival was what it was. Like, I get it. Those are African American people performing, but it's like that's not what it's about. Like, keep it what it is and feed the people that want to see the shit that you have to offer. Don't make it like, well, we can get everybody. Then you bring in Isaac Hayes down here, and the people who like, I don't give a fuck about Isaac Hayes like that. Like, I came to see the African drummers and whoopty woo woo. Now you bring them extra niggas with the extra drama, and not shit getting all fucked up and twisted when it was perfect the way it was.
And that is usually, and I knew I was getting outside of my realm when they were starting to invite me to the white party. I'm like, man, to be a part of it, and then you know you're getting juice because it's like the white party, the biggest party ever. It's at Shane Park. And then sometimes I have to just do the numbers, bro. So like, it's like the white party at Shane Park. You can buy into being a promoter in the white party. It's going to cost you 10 bands. And it's like, okay, how many people does Shane Park fit? Or here go the classic one. Hey, we want to bring Sada Baby to do something at KOD, back when King of Diamonds, the strip club, was open. And I'm like, okay, the King of Diamonds, the strip club capacity is at maximum 110 people. Sada Baby's crew, quote unquote, according to how we got it, wanted $15,000. So I'm like, okay, $15,000. So that means if we even got 150 people to pay $100, I'm not making my money back because y'all ain't giving the bar. And then you hear cap shit like this. Well, you do it, it'll blow you up, and then everybody else in the hood want to fuck with you, and then they do shit like this. But this is the type of fast-talking bullshit you will hear in the promoter game. And to me, this is really what happened. Sada Baby is cool with one of the 4 people that would have been a partner promoter with me, and he probably just gonna show up because he got love for whoever that person is, do a walkthrough, do half a verse, and keep it moving. Whoever this person that said they the partner, gonna snatch my $10,000, snatch the other person. Probably they ain't come up with the full 10 because they don't conduct business like with me. 4,000 and snatch the other person 6,000. Then they're gonna turn around and go to the door and be like, oh, because y'all ain't put in the full 10, y'all can't get the full piece that me and Kari getting. And in reality, he done stole from me, stole from the other 2 promoters, and want his full share of the door. This is promoting in the D. So I had to build parameters to deal with these people. And I'll give you some of these parameters that I deal with these people. 1, always at the goddamn door. And I'm always at the door with a pitch counter. And usually, depending upon the event, you'll see me in the door suited and booted. And people be like, damn, man, this your event. Why you at the door? Because it's where the fucking money at. And I don't trust these people with my money because I expect them to steal. I expect their cousin to steal. That shit happened to me. DJ Lish, I remember that shit. And you said it was your cousin, and you was like, damn, my cousin stole all the money. I learned a lesson. I called my granddad, like I said, rest in peace, granddad, club owner. And he was like, hell yeah, she stole your goddamn money because I would have stole your money too. You never leave the fucking money. If you do an event with people, stay at the door with your fucking money. Don't trust nobody with your fucking money. They start talking that whole, all right, the venue need, you dealt with this shit. Yeah. The venue need piping and draping, and we need cabaret licenses for people that's gonna do all of this. And then, okay, you got your expenses. Guess what? I got my expenses. Yeah. Okay, guess what? Josh, now, who the comedian and talent I hired, cost $10,000. And he'd be like, man, my man said he booked him for that. I'm like, I don't know who the fucking man is, but Josh told me his ticket is $10,000. So your expenses is $8,000. My expenses is $10,000. Guess what? Because I'm fair and benevolent, I'm gonna just eat that $2,000 and we come in fair, square, in the fucking middle. So I had to build boundaries dealing with this whole shit so that they could never work around me. And they started getting to a point where they said, this nigga think he's smarter than everybody.
Hey, he's too difficult to work with. They like, we can't cheat this nigga. So it's like, why fuck with that nigga? And that's good that you doing that. And that's where we at now in the world. I feel like where it's like, nigga, we don't got to work outside of that no more. Like, nigga, we build with them, with the people we fuck with, and we keep it fair and square, and everybody gonna make some money, and we gonna build with the people that fuck with us, man.
Another thing I learned from a lot of these events, okay, all that whole getting people in for free, or I got to talk to the promoter, or that's my man. I got the pitch count thing for people to know. You can buy one of those like online, or just go to a sports supply
or steal it from an umpire, nigga.
Yeah, you could do that too. You count every person that walks through the door, and every time a person say, I'm here for Josh, or I'm here for person A or person B, you put a tally next to whoever that person is. And then at the end of the night, when we count shit up, it's like, okay, motherfucker, you just let in 35 motherfuckers for free. So we gonna count out, if it's $10 per head, we gonna count out $350, and you is not getting a piece of that because you want to let motherfuckers in for free, bro. And I'm handling business because I put my goddamn money up. I had to learn that way too. People definitely didn't like me for that shit. I learned so many different ways of dealing with the whole ass shit that these people would try all the time. And the number one thing that's always a great green sign is when you put stuff on paper and people don't want to sign contracts. That's always tough. When you want to offer whoever the talent is a deposit, which I'm big on that, people don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm big on deposits. If I hire talent, usually I'm gonna give you half up front and half the day of the show. And usually the day of the show, I like to give you the money when you show the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And when I say when you show the fuck up, like really when you show up, meaning that like you walk through the door and I want you there. Now, is it artists that are very unprofessional too? And me and promoters talk about that? Hell yeah. There's a lot of artists that show up drunk, wanting to get a bunch of people in for free and all that extra shit. And I just take it in mind and I be like, okay, I realize how this person responded to my business, and I can choose to conduct business with this person again or not in the future. But at the same time, I felt like this is just this shitty way that things are conducted in business. And the best way to go around this is to build stronger relationships, like how me and Josh is going to do our events. And you got to show people that it's a better way to do shit. And as you do shit a better way, I think it changes the behavior of everybody. But till then, like I say, these relationships, and I'm going to do a series on like people that do a lot of shit that differently than how I conduct it.
Yeah.
They're going to continue to do things those ways, and I'll do things my way. And I think that in the long run, I'll have stronger social capital. People will respect my character in the long run, and I'll have better relationships with people for doing business how I do business.
And the crazy part about doing business is February the 11th, me and Kari Frazier is doing something at Tony V's. And like I said, I told y'all week by week I was going to give y'all more information. The spot is located downtown Detroit at Tony V's. And we will be announcing what it is. And tickets will be going on sale next Wednesday. I'm putting the press down now so that way we can get all the business done. Because I truly be bullshitting and I drag my feet because we got so much that we working on. And light-skinned girls will have to pay to get in. Dark-skinned girls as well. Everybody's paying to get in because we having a good time, man. We got to pay for things. We got overhead and we got kids to feed, and Kari got bitches to trick with out the country.
Hilarious.
So we put together good events. We put together great things that's gonna be fun, and it ain't got to be no big flair to it. And no, oh, Delicious is hosting, or we bringing this girl, or we bringing this person. Hey, you gonna come through and have a good time. Everybody is a celebrity. We all on the same level. We having a good ass time. February 11th, Tony V's. Mark your calendar. I had y'all do that last time. Mark your calendar. February 11th is going down. We are doing something Valentine's Day weekend, and whether you got a girl or not, if you're single, but it's gonna be good fun. We're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be off the chain, man. And we gonna get it in and we gonna kick it how we supposed to, man. But the funny thing about the whole thing when it comes to like you say, artists being professional, I know I come late, and I come late because I got anxiety of watching comedians go up before me and watching people walk out the venue. But I'm always there. I'm not late like I'm not there. I'll just be outside. But as an artist, you do have to be professional. Like a lot of niggas don't like to promote events that they're a part of, which is like where you do kind of have to let people know you're going to be here. So if I'm paying you to be here, why don't you just pay? Why don't you just tell the people you're going to be here to come out? That would just help everything. I know I'm the promoter, but Why you as the artist not letting people know you're gonna be here? You would put up if you was opening for somebody at the Fox, you're gonna promote it like you the biggest nigga in the world, but they not coming to see you. They coming to see Earthquake. So promote everything. I have a problem with that. What we got going on here?
Okay, Riri. Two things in this, and this kind of relates to it. You said,
damn,
how you been avoiding the strain. Hopefully you healing up. I'm gonna strongly say, as when I had it, a lot of water, and mainly I think a lot of our physical deals with our mental too. So try not to stress it. I had it last year, at the end of last year, and people was calling me like I was about to die. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even think it's a sidebar question, because I think it's interrelated, meaning that, like, as a promoter, and I learned this shit in a back and forth with comedian Blackberry. Shout out to Blackberry. My role is to I'm creating an offering for people to come to. Part of that offering right now in this COVID era, as we're talking about what we're going to do February 11th, is being aware that, like, a person could contract COVID-19 at your event. We weren't as aware with colds and flus and shit like that back in the day. Offhand maybe talk about it, but along with that, even the people that we know, like, I mean, it's been times where I've used different venues and people's car broken into, and I've paid for people to get their windows fixed and shit like that. That's because I don't want people to have a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to coming to one of my events. So this is how I think it's all interrelated. And back to, like, what you said, even dealing with artists, like, my offering, that's what I'm offering. When I create an event, it's an experience that I'm looking to connect people to. And it's a lot of pressure and anxiety that can be overwhelming, because we can be so focused on the people that ain't there to not focus on the people that are there. Some of those weeks I was doing a lot of studio this summer. I mean, it'd be, I look up, it's like 5 people. And it's like, do you wait or do you just go on and get rolling? What I've learned is,
you don't punish the people that came on time. You don't punish them.
Yeah, don't punish the people that came on time, and connect with that experience. Maybe heighten it for them a little bit more. My man got the slushy thing, so he pull up. I give some free slushies out. Whatever you can do to connect. It's the risk of doing business, because as a person that offers events, I feel like it's connected to a larger event of everything that I do. You were a part of one of my larger events that was a success, even though the venue was really big, was when we did I'm Scared of Detroit. And that was another a Scared of Detroit, the comedy show. The first time we did it at the Charles H. Wright, which was packed. And then the next year I went over to Wayne State, which was packed. But as I'm learning more now, it's like you have to, know the crowd. Engage with your audience, connect with your audience.
You for sure gotta you for sure gotta know your audience, and you gotta feed your niche and make sure you take care of them. I don't know. I've been getting lucky. I've been like working out and trying to eat right. So you know what I'm saying? As far as COVID, like I said to everybody I talked to, there's no way in 2 years I haven't came across it, and I just think it affects people differently. But I truly haven't had any of the symptoms, and like knock on wood, I have not come across it. I've been with people who have straight up and down got it. And at this point, there's no way in avoiding it. And I think you just got to live your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to say, just like, I really don't go nowhere for real no more, unless it's money on the floor, Riri. Like, if it ain't me doing a show or going to work or kicking it with my kids, like, I'm at the house, I'm in the studio with Kari. And I just kind of try. And when I'm out, I make sure I'm intentional about how I move. I keep my mask on. I'm not a people person, no way. I'm not all over everybody and around and hugging. I've been a nigga, been fist bumping motherfuckers like that. So I ain't on all that. So I think you just like, I don't know if this is your first time dealing with it, but the good thing about catching it, and people can say them antibodies, so you should be straight, but still be intentional about it. Like, do things to build your immune system. And, at this point, you got to go out. We can't be, they're not going to shut us back down because that stopped everything. They don't want to give us no more money. People going to make moves. And that's what I'm saying with this event we doing. I feel like by the time we get to it, everything is going to be under control again. Like that's why I like where we promoting it at and where we coming from. It's in a place where we going to put the mask in the situation. Like, people going to have their mask on, they're going to kick it. It's going to be comfortable. And by the time all this scare that we got now, this spike is going to go down. And this going to be the thing to be at. So February the 11th, Tony V's is going down.
And then also in talking about when you doing an event in janky business in general, The other thing is being willing to connect with a person that may drop the ball, and I've recognized that, because if it's anything that really gets under my skin more, it's seeing it's partnering with somebody and seeing them, kind of like with what Josh said, put more effort and energy into the next thing. So you book an artist and you give them what they asked for, and then that they doing Shane Park for free, because the people at Shane Park, but they care way more and they promote the hell out of their Shane Park date
because it looks
and
sweet.
It's the day before your event. And now it's like, oh, well, shit, why go to Kari's thing when I just saw that same artist here? Hence, I have to promote the experience, because I can't rely on the name and the brand, because I don't know how an artist is going to function. And that's the same way. Like, I mean, it's crazy. I look at working with artists the same way in some ways. Like, I look at working and partnering with some of these promoters. I have to build my boundaries the same way and like make things make sense. Like, what are the groups and what are the pockets that make sense? Like, Josh sometimes don't like the theme so much, but the theme becomes the safeguard in case the artist, gets called up to go on tour with, Dave Chappelle and Talib Kweli and Kanye West or some shit. And now I'm not just stuck out in the cold. The last Scared of Detroit, we had Jess Niche booked, but Jess Niche couldn't make it because she was overbooked, and she sent back the deposit, which is cool. But we had to function. We had to move. We had to work around it. It was like, hey, who do we get? And Martini Harris ain't necessarily just niche, but pull in Martini and let's make that shit happen, because these people was coming more so for the offering of the brand of Scared of Detroit than anything else.
Riri said, I've been on top of my immune system. I'm okay. It's acting like a sinus infection. Drink a lot of water. You want to get everything out of you however you can. You know what I'm saying? I ain't Dr. Sebi, but however you pee, shit it out, run through your nose, get everything out of you, and that's how you'll beat this thing here. But and also just like and in some events I don't promote that people put me on, and the reason why is because I don't want to bring my my demo to a place that don't represent where where I'm at in my comedy career. Like, I did that one time with some comedians, and I promoted this show. It was a Mother's Day show. They did it at another venue before that was like the shit, and they packed it out. And then the next time, nigga, we did it in some like weird ass, trapped out, bed and breakfast looking ass concrete jungle place, and it was like weird, and it just looked fucked up. And I was like, yeah, I'm not, like, I ain't doing every show no more. But if I do, I'm not promoting your shit like that, especially if I know how you coming. Like, I know you ain't gonna create an environment where women gonna feel safe to walk to their cars. Like, cause nigga, I put something together. Like, you know what I mean? Me and Dez was doing going up Tuesdays. We had security, and if security couldn't walk the women to the car, nigga, I would. And if I couldn't, because my girl was tripping and she jealous because she think I'm trying to fuck you, I would have a friend of mine or somebody walk you to your car. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, that's me right there, but just walk her to the car because my girl here. And you know what I'm saying? We would just keep it moving like that, because I want to make sure that, like, my demographic is very, 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 very largely and predominantly women. Black women that got money, they want to come out and they want to have a good time, and they spending their money because they want to come kick it with their nigga. And I want to make sure that they come safe, they leave safe. I want to make sure that their cars is not being fucked with. So I'm not gonna just have y'all come out to some shit if I know it ain't all the way A1, square. I'm not gonna have that.
And those are like some of the extras and the nuances that I've had to learn over time of knocking my head against the wall and knowing the difference between the rap events that I do, the comedy events that I do, the cultural events that I do. When I partner and do a hip hop event at a strip club or something, like, it's a different offering for everybody. And then also knowing who to invite to do different events. Rest in peace, Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid was one of the people that hit me to some game like, okay, comedy's good for this, comedy's good for that. I can host this, but it's not going to be so comedic, and you may be better at doing this, you may be better at doing that. DJs and promoters, and I'm definitely not above the reproach of, like, learning these lessons. These things I've learned, and the best lessons that they say you stick to, you learn, are the lessons where you lose money and learn, where it's like, damn, I thought that shit would have worked, but it didn't. And them L's, it was a valuable lesson in learning how to engage and interact with people. And I'm very much looking forward to partnering with a lot more people at the network and doing different events, doing different things with Piper Carter. We did the I'm the Rapper, She's the DJ, an all-woman hip-hop show, which I think is dope, because it's a lot of women that like hip-hop, but for a lot of hip-hop shows, when you go in them, it ain't feeling like an energy where women is welcome per se. You know what I'm saying?
That's for sure.
So we created an environment where women felt where, you know, she had the non-misogynistic open mic, but carried that same energy over in more of a show production aspect and dynamic. Like I gotta think of what that is. And even with what you said, like a woman, she may want to come out and dress up, she may want to wear heels. So I gotta think about like
the
what the
parking
walk
lot.
up and all these little things are nuances.
Women like to get cute, you know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure she don't fuck her little red bottoms up when she step through. She can sit her jacket down somewhere and ain't nobody gonna fuck with it. It ain't dusty and it smell good in there. And you know, when you do what you're supposed to do, you attract that kind of clientele, that demo. You know, you want to serve your demo to the highest possible ability that you have, because they remember that, because these is moments. And like I said, with what I do, I want people to enjoy it and feel like it's just as necessary as it is like toilet paper. I want them to put money aside to be like, I have to see Josh once a month, and if he doing something, I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna fuck with it. Like, and that's how you build that.
And another rest in peace, my godmother, or Thea Barnes, what she would do with Millie Scott, and I went to a couple of their events. And it's so weird the way people would talk about connecting to their events. And I learned a lot from her, even with the blues events I've done with Thornetta Davis. Shout out, that's my big homie, her and Jam. But I learned so much from both of them in reference to the way that you can create an experience, even for people that like make it a destination, because that's what they want to connect to. You know, it's people right now, and I know Josh ain't making the connection, but they were on their first date at a Josh show, and now they married, they got a kid, and they're going to continue to carry that energy. And if he keep curating and building upon that audience, they'll keep connecting. Bruce was talking about this on the Morning Culture podcast, where he was like, man, it was this couple that's been coming to see me for 20 years at this same spot. I want to say in Mississippi or something. But comedy can be like that. An event can be like that if you create the experience. So all those little nuances, be willing if you got a female audience, like if I partner with Josh, I know it's going to be a lot of women. I got to go check the bathroom and make sure that the women's bathroom is
what it needs
on
to be.
point.
So when they,
you know what I'm saying?
When they're using the bathroom.
And not saying that, you know, the dude's bathroom don't matter, but it don't matter the same. You know what I'm saying? And you got to make sure that if you got the type of venue and you know these people going to drinking and eating is a different experience when all women go out and they want to get shots and all that stuff. If I walk by and I'm in the venue and, you know, I'm seeing, you know, shout out Haley and her girls. And it's like, yo, we've been waiting for our shots for like about 20 minutes. That's going to make them not connect with the venue no more, because they want to get their shots.
And then that ain't even then that ain't on the venue. That's on you, because that's your show. That's your event. That's what you put together. So all that's important. So we say all that to say, man, that I mean, as far as what's going on in the city, because I mean, I don't know how else it go down anywhere else. It's janky promoters everywhere, but these are the people we run across all the time. And anytime we do something, we bump heads, and a lot of times they like to jump into our lane, as far as like, well, I mean, my lane is definitely comedy. Kari do a lot of other stuff, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times people want to kind of veer over there. They're like, oh, I want to do a comedy show. I'm gonna get Josh and get Jay Will and Mike Leary and the guys they know that they're them guys. And then when you tell them your price, they're looking at you like, well, I don't know about that. But it's like, well, then my nigga, don't even come over here then. Like, nigga, don't even come in my lane, bro. If you're not even gonna give me, you gonna show me the love that's what to get.
Which brings me to another big thing of people that want to do events, because I do all types of stuff. And that is what I call Larry Curly Moe. You don't want to Larry Curly Moe people, meaning that if I really want to book Josh and I talk to Josh and Josh tell me a G, and I'm like, damn, that's too much money. Now I'm going to go backdoor him through somebody else. I made Darius Bennett maybe my cousin, and it's like, hey, do you got somebody that can come? It'd be really good if you could get Josh to come. Now off the relationship, Josh may turn around and say, all right, it was a guy asking me about that date, but I probably could do it. He ain't sent me no deposit. I'll do it for $300. Now Josh pulls up to the same event that he quoted me $1,000 for $300. That's the type of bullshit that a lot of these motherfuckers be on. You know, and, you know, I got to exclaim and use motherfuckers, because that's that side door. You know what I'm saying? That's that backslide bullshit that people be on. And it's all of that. And more of it is the fake and the funk. Cause these people act like they got so much money, like they doing events in Miami and New York. And I just happen to be here in Detroit just for 2 seconds. But next week I'm doing some shit in Vegas, but I'm really getting money. Then you look at their Instagram and they holding up the money phone and the new Louis belt. And, you know, they girl got the new Louis bag. And it's like, yo, The artist just asked for $100. Give them $100 goddamn dollars, and that's where I'm gonna meet you directly. You know.
But we ain't fucking with them niggas no more. And as we move on, we gonna knock out our first. I mean, let's do it. I think we should do a simplified. I got one on my heart that I want to get off. We should get some theme music for this, man. We stepping this shit all the way up. You see what I'm saying? We already fucking around with it. You see what I'm saying right here, nigga? This ain't no computerized shit right here, my nigga. We got
ridiculous.
Real shit on the board.
That damn marquee that you got up is ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying? It's all real. All real. You know what I'm saying? No cap. We hard on hard. It looked like it said hard on the Hall of Fame, but when I move over there, where you can see it's an E on there. Hard on the hoe. You know what I'm saying? And that's just in anything in person. Like, you know what I'm saying? That could be janky promoters. We hard on them. That could be the meter maid that always putting tickets on your car at the job. We hard on hoes. But you know what it is. This is the first simplified of 2022. And what simplified is where we just tell stories about when we were simps and we break it down. And you're willing to comment. We let y'all in, you know what I'm saying, to some of the most vulnerable moments in our lives. And this simplified came and happened to me at a time where I was an older gentleman. You know what I'm saying? I was in my 30s when this happened. So that shows you there's no age limit on being a simp at all. Like, you don't have to just be young. Like, man, I was young and dumb. You can be a grown ass nigga out here with kids still simping. You know what I'm saying? And what was happening was I was dealing with a young lady or whatever. And I didn't know exactly where we was at the time, but we was on and off. I thought we was on. So she hit me up. I'm at the job. She wasn't working at the time. And was like, hey, you know, hit me with all the bays and boos. Hey, I don't let bitches call me bae no more because they call every nigga bae. Don't call me bae. My name Josh. Don't call me bae, boo, daddy, none of that. Hey, call me Josh because I know you be calling every nigga that. So she buttering me up. Like, yeah, my heat just went out in my car and I found out it's the wooty woo woo, whatever it is. I can't remember what it was.
Hilarious.
But it was it was something that was too much for me to pay for that I shouldn't have paid for because I ain't had no business. But me being a nigga that I am, because, you know, motherfucker got kids, and if I fuck with you the long way, I was like, fuck it, I got you. I sent the money over there. She got it fixed. She sent me a picture like, oh my God, I want to thank you so much. I appreciate you, wooty woo. Now take in mind, we had been kicking it for a minute and I hadn't seen her in like 2 weeks, like on some old, this before she asked me for this. And I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? What up, when I'm gonna see you? And she was like, whatever, but still had the audacity to ask a young simple nigga like myself. To ask a young simple nigga like myself for the money necessary to pay for this. So I sent it over. And then I didn't see her again for another another week. You know what I'm saying? And I take it back even further, my baby. So I'm trying to get with her, I think that weekend, and I hit her up or whatever, like, hey, what up? You know what I'm saying? What you doing? And she was like, nothing, I'm asleep. So I'll pull over to the crib because I know where she lived at. I already know. Look, I don't give a fuck. This was me in the past life. This shit was like 2 years ago. So so I pulled up to the crib and she was like, shit at the crib. Like, you know, hit me with the sleepy voice. She hit me with the sleepy voice. So I'm like, oh, word. Well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm outside. Come on, I want to see you. I already seen her car one there at the crib.
Oh, shit.
She just hung up the phone, my nigga. And I'm calling, blowing her up, like, and she ain't picking up. And boy, I'm trying not to cry. And I just and I felt like a simp, a whole ass nigga, because it was like, damn, she used the heat in that car to drive over another nigga house and give him that pussy, and then lay on his side of his bed and pretend like she was asleep. And they was watching New Jack City in the background. I'll never forget that, nigga. Because I heard it.
Okay, all right.
Because I heard the scene where he was like,
you know what's so crazy about this shit? But what scene did you hear? But before you get to that, it's been times where I went through shit with women where I got so mad, like I had like a girlfriend that loved The Simpsons, but the shit was so fucked up I can't even watch The Simpsons no more, bro.
I mean, all that shit happened, bro. Anytime something happened, you got a bad taste on it, fuck the game up for you.
Yeah.
I remember I got broke up with the summer that Brandy dropped Full Moon. The song's like, I don't even want to front, I ain't even gonna lie. Nigga, I was so heartbroken, my nigga. I couldn't listen to that song. I don't know if we can pull up when that put it like this. I'm about to look it up right now. When Brandy dropped, that's the name of the album, is called Full Moon.
Yeah,
and nigga, and the title song was called Full Moon.
Yeah, it was.
And Brandy. And nigga, I promise you, I did not listen to this album till about 10 years later, my nigga. What's happening? What the fuck is going on? My shit is tripping like a motherfucker. But I'll type it right here. So yeah, like so definitely. So
what scene in New Jack City?
I think I heard when the old man was about to shoot him, and he was like, "Your soul is required in hell, Nino."
Oh shit!
And he put a gun out. So wait a minute, let me see. Full Moon came out, nigga, 2002. I just graduated, bro. I couldn't listen to that song till like 2007, my nigga. My soul was shaking to the core. But yeah, that's what happened. What's up, Gemini 9? I'm just talking about this moment that I was a simp, man, where I got this girl heating coil fixed in her car, and then I hadn't seen her for like 2 weeks, but she hit me up like, "Hey, I need this fixed." You know, she had a kid, and I'm like, "Fuck it. If I fuck with you, I'm gonna take care of you." You know what I'm saying? I fuck with you like that. If you need something, I always got you. I said some old cornball ass shit like that, and shot her the money. She got it fixed, and then she sent me the picture of it like, "I got it fixed. Thank you, baby, daddy," whatever the fuck she called me to. You know what I'm saying? Put more butter on the roll, and then I'm like, "Fuck it. What up? I'm gonna pull up on her." So I pulled up on the crib unexpectedly. I didn't see her car there that I just got the heat fixed in, and then I called and I was like, "Hey, what up? What you doing?" She's like, "Nothing. I'm about to go to sleep. I'm over here tired as hell." I was like, "Oh, well, damn, come outside. I want to see you real quick." And then she just hung up the phone. And then I realized that she used the heat that I helped her get to go over another nigga house and spend the night over there and pretend like she was asleep. And then just didn't pick up the phone and spent me all around. So that was that's the simplified story, the first one of 2022. On a scale to 1 to 10, one being a real nigga doing what he's supposed to do, and 10 just being the simpiest simp nigga of all time. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all rank me in that story as far as being a simp?
The song that I got for that.
Well, we ain't gonna do the song yet. Let's just figure out on what scale.
On the simp scale.
Yeah, on you know what I'm saying? On the Simpson scale.
Simpson scale.
on the Simpson scale, 1 being Bart, 10 being Millhouse. I don't know who was the realest nigga on there. Or I don't know. 1 being Homer, and then 10 being Krusty the Clown. Maybe I'm a clown.
Man, yeah.
Well, no. Millhouse was the simp.
Yeah,
So on 1 being Bart, because Bart didn't play with these hoes. As you know, Bart was hard on hoes. He had the slingshot. And 10 being Millhouse, where do I rank on the scale, on the Simpson scale of being a simp? As far as getting that girl's, getting her heat fixed in her car after not really fucking with me for real for like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? As I came back from ski weekend, this story, I'm putting too many details out here, but fuck it. And then not hearing from her for real after I got it fixed, like, you know what I'm saying? Not seeing her, we talked. Then pulling up, she hit me with the wham, you know what I'm saying? She hit me with the the nutmeg when she threw the ball between my legs, and I'm like, "Damn, bitch!" And she grabbed and laid it up. Where am I at on the scale? But go ahead, give me the song, and y'all can give us the ratings, the Simpson scale of how big of a simp I was in this story.
Y'all know I like these old school songs. Go ahead, switch it up.
So
y'all know the old school song of the day. The old school song of the day is a classic one, and I want to say he coming to the lead singer is coming to the soundboard, and that's my man Stokely from the great Mint Condition.
That's crazy. I was listening to that yesterday. I watched they Unsung.
Ain't that something? Minnesota's finest.
Pretty brown eyes, you know I see you. Quit telling the way you treat me.
All right, we're gonna do the lyric breakdown in a second.
Your rejection.
All right, so it's different, but it's definitely breaking the heart. You know, I think that song is more so from the angle of she's thinking that he's going to break her heart, so she basically is preemptive and breaks his heart. And you got
somebody said that Princeton hoodie is hot. I give it a 4 because you were young. JB, I was young, but when you say young, this was kind of like Trump was still president. Oh, gee, Trump was still president, but I'll take it.
We can do the lyric breakdown.
We can break the
lyrics
lyrics down.
Love the lyric breakdown.
Remakes can be hard to judge. Sing, Josh. Appreciate that, Riri. All right, so Kari saying that this has a lot to do with what I went through as far as buying getting some heat fixing a girl car who went and drove over another nigga house.
Yeah, off top, because it was breaking his heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got fucked over. Let me see here. Pretty brown eyes. I see you. It's you say it's a disguise the way you treat me? No, I don't get that. I thought he said it was a disgrace, but I just found out something different. It's disguise the way you treat me. The way you treat me, pretty brown eyes. You keep holding on to your thoughts of rejection. If you with me, you're secure. Now that part is wild as hell. So it sounds like, yeah, Cardi, this might not work, because it sounds like she got fucked over by another nigga and she kind of honing him. And maybe because that is it. Yeah. Maybe that is that. Maybe that's why I got the backlash that I got. Maybe she put some rims on a nigga car and he took that car and drove that over another bitch house with her ass even fatter and fucked her. You know what I'm saying? But I keep seeing you out alone, pretty brown eyes. Yeah, listen to love. Your heart is pounding with desire, wanting to be unleashed. Quit breaking my heart. Quit breaking my heart. I guess that's the part. I guess Kari just want to put it in
quit breaking my heart part.
That homegirl just stumped on my chest the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Man. But I mean, I was a simp. You know what I'm saying? JB says a 4. I don't know where y'all rank that at as far as like on the Simpson scale of being a simp. Car, where you put it at?
That's pretty tough. I think it's above a 4. I would think it's are we ranking this based on all the stories we've heard thus far?
No, nigga, just
right period now. Off rip.
We can't base nothing off of everything else. It's like, nigga, what a level of simp was I to not only deal with somebody? Well, I was dealing with somebody who wasn't really dealing with me, but when they needed, they called, I came through, and then me being like, all right, well, bet I'm just gonna pull up, thinking and hoping, getting over there and getting hold again.
8. I give an 8.
That boy gave me an 8. So I mean, on a scale, I don't know what an 8 would be on the I guess
Simpson scale.
Yeah, I guess that would be a Sideshow Bob. You know what I'm saying?
Sideshow Bob.
Sideshow Bob. 9 would be we're gonna come up with real characters for each level, but one is Bart Simpson, because he don't really play. He hard on hoes. And then 5 would be in the middle, I guess Homer. Would be 5.
Homer,
because Homer don't know no better. Plus, he still, he got a whole wife and he do what he do, and he almost fucked a country singer at one point in time, but he didn't because he loved his wife. And then we all know that Milhouse is just a straight simp, because he been loving Lisa for a while, and she been playing that saxophone and don't give a fuck about cuz. And even in the future, when they went to the future, they wasn't even married.
Yeah,
she didn't even fuck with that nigga for real. So
yeah.
Let's see here. Riri said, yeah, I was thinking. Let me see. I can't really see. I still can't see.
Okay, wait. I gotta blow this up. Yeah.
She said, yeah, it was up there pretty high. I was thinking a 7 at least. Damn, Ree, and you got real love for me. So it's got to be a 7, 8. So we about right there, 7, 8.
Yeah, and 8 is pretty hard.
Sideshow Bob, but 7 to be Smithers. 7 to be a Smithers. So yeah, I'm right there. 8. Depending on where everybody else kind of put me at, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm about at an 8. That's how many people we got watching this. So yeah, man. But you do shit for people you give a fuck about. Yeah. And the funny thing about it is I didn't do it because I'm like, okay, she gonna like me more. It's just like, I did this because I fuck with you, and you needed this thing. Like, as a man, you always want to come through for somebody you fuck with. So this is not me talking my rating down. It's still an 8. Like, even me going over there and calling and all the fuck shit, like, nigga, it's like, all right, do she owe me the respect to be like, nigga, you should be trying to fuck with me. I put heat in your car. It's like, no, you was just nigga dumb enough to put heat in my car. The nigga that I'm fucking ain't gonna do it. The nigga that was probably nigga who put it in. I paid for the parts. He did the labor. She gave him pussy for the labor. I never thought about that until I just said that. That might have been how it worked. Like, I might have paid for the parts and she paid for the labor and pussy.
It's like get in the zone, auto zone.
My nigga was like, he dropped that O'Reilly's dick on her. You know what I'm saying?
What is that? The shade tree, the what is that? Parking lot mechanics.
Yeah, nigga, the shade tree mechanic, nigga, the backyard mechanic, my nigga in there. He was like, you gonna need a heating cord. She was like, I got the perfect nigga for that. Called me up. He was like, get the expensive one.
Hilarious.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's kind of like what you said. Most times as a man, if a woman inferred something, you gonna do it. It's kind of like kids. You know what I'm saying? If kids inferred something, like, I mean, it's been times I take damn, they grown as hell now. But I took my little cousins to the Thanksgiving Day parade. I never knew how expensive the Thanksgiving Day parade was until I went with little kids. You know what I'm saying?
The gang of cheese.
Bro.
Spent the gang of cheese, man. I don't know what's up with all these Bitcoin following ass niggas that follow you, and then they they be trying to, you know, do you know about Forex? It's like, nigga,
yo, straight up. If you fall for that, I saw a meme that was talking about that shit. We've seen people get caught up in the game. If you fall for that and they take your account wasn't down, it wasn't hacked, you was stupid. Be smart. Be smart as hell. You see some thick ass woman and she's selling Forex, quote unquote. You know she don't know you. You know she ain't in the city. Be smart. Don't be stupid.
And that's all we ask y'all to do, man. Shout out to my nigga JD who got his page snatched by somebody. Sometimes we be too smart for our own good. We too be smart for our own good. Hold on, my OG just said something. If you did it without expecting anything, you get an 8 on the ball scale. And that's what I'm saying. Like, as far as like nigga, like me, not me being like, and I'm not trying to talk my rating down. That was some simp shit. If my son told me that, I'd be like, you's a dumb bitch. If my daughter told me she did that to a nigga, I'd be like, keep hustling these whole ass niggas like that. He deserved to get got.
No,
but listen though, but yeah,
do not put that information out there for women.
If my daughter moving like that,
if you infer, women know if they infer and they dealing with a man, if he got nothing's worse than being with a woman and they need something. And I've definitely been in that position where it's like, damn, man, shit, I wish I could help. And you try to piecemeal it and it's not exactly what they want. And then they look at you like, but this you a pathetic motherfucker.
But this my thing about it, dog. And I hate to say this, but women, don't take shit from niggas you don't plan on fucking with like that. Like, cause you can sit here and say it's a gift, but you know what a nigga trying to do. Like, okay, me aside. And my story is deeper than that, so I'm not gonna get into it. But I did for somebody because I fucked with them and I didn't expect it, and I would never throw it in their face. Let's say shit was all good, I would never throw it in their face like, bitch, when you need it, I got da. No, I'm just doing for you because I'm supposed to. So the same thing with niggas, like the same way a woman will give a nigga some pussy and be like, you only gave him that pussy because you liked him. Don't act like you just like, oh, I wanted to fuck him. No, you liked him, and then when he didn't give you what you wanted, what you thought was like a relationship or more, you think he did you wrong. It's the same thing when a nigga does for a woman, because that's what we judge ourselves off of. You know what I'm saying? Like when we move around here and be like, my husband said facts. I don't know what her husband said facts to.
Basically, I think he's saying facts to the whole fact that as a woman, don't accept gifts from a man that you're not attracted to.
I ain't say that fast. I think there's something else they talking about. But I'm just saying, like, and women talk to me if I'm wrong, but you shouldn't take things and be like, well, he gave it to me, he didn't have to. Don't take something from a nigga you know that he doing for you because he fuck with you. Whether he on some old, I'm just doing to give. Don't take something from a nigga you don't fuck with him like that. Like, especially something real. Like, it's one thing if a nigga take you out to eat and do all this, but if a nigga getting shit fixed and come get your hot water heater fixed and he doing things like that you like are vital to your life, you don't take them kind of gifts from a nigga, because in reality, if he jumped through your motherfucking window and take that pussy off on you, y'all gonna call him crazy. You should have never took that from him. And that's the same way y'all feel about when y'all give a nigga the pussy, and then he be like, you be like, why can't he do that? You gave him pussy. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have gave him none.
But I mean, part of this is the back to a classic word I think that's come into more prominence over the past couple of years, but that's the finesse of women. Because the finesse of women is women act like they not trying to finesse you out of that shit, but they really are finessing you out of that shit. So I definitely think that's part of the finesse, bro. Women like to live in that world where they know they can just infer to certain shit. Like infer.
Infer, what you mean? What do infer mean?
Infer meaning like they can just kind of drop the hint, the whole, I don't know how I'm gonna get to work tomorrow, and it's like, okay,
let me pick you up or get you a gas,
or Uber or whatever, or whatever is going on, because that's just as men. I think we've been socialized to respond like that. You a different type of dude if you can listen to a woman in need and just listen and just be like, yeah, that's fucked up. You're a different type of dude. So
they always say that. They say that meme. They say that meme. I always see that meme where a woman be like, anytime you say like, damn man, I gotta pay my bills, and when the nigga say that's crazy, they feel like, don't fuck with a nigga who gonna say that crazy. Fuck with a nigga who gonna do this, that, and the third. But those memes always represent the nigga that you want to be with. The nigga that you want to fuck with is the nigga that's supposed to come to the table. But what about the nigga you don't want to fuck with that be like, yeah, I'll pay for your kid to go to fucking fucking whatever camp. You know what I'm saying? I pay for him to do AAU. It's like, no, he shouldn't do that. You don't take those things for somebody you don't take serious like that. Because I think that'll cut back on a lot of women getting their ass beat by niggas that they be like, he was crazy. She should have never. Stop playing with these niggas. These niggas really fuck with y'all. And niggas, listen, stop taking pussy from girls you don't plan on being with. I'm not fucking nobody all year. So I'm not even in a discussion no more. But in real life, stop taking pussy from girls that you don't plan, especially if you know she like you. It's one thing if y'all just, and we always say this, women can't just fuck niggas, but if that's the role she playing, do it. But if you know, nigga, it's a little bit of inkling in your soul that she want to be with you, don't take that pussy, nigga, because you're going to get stabbed in your sleep. You're going to want to lay down after you bust that nut. Do not take pussy from somebody you don't want to be with, nigga. Leave that alone. No head or nothing.
Look at Riri comment.
What'd she say? She said, I don't even think a woman should go on a second date with a man if she knows there's no sexual attraction on the first date. That's just my opinion. I gotta let that roll in my mind. What do you think about that card when she's saying there? I don't think you should turn on a second date.
The tough thing about that is I agree with that, but on the flip side of it, just knowing women, because I've been finessed so many times, they're gonna say, no, I kind of am attracted to him, and I don't know where things may go, and all of that stuff. The number one thing that I think usually is the jam up is a woman still connected to whoever that other dude that really is in her mind is. So she's out with me, but in reality, the whole, her body's here with me, but her mind's on the other side of town.
Is on the other side of town.
Big Eddie Levert. Yeah. Messing me around, but that's usually what happens. I think so she in her mind is like, he's attractive, I like him, I like hanging out with him, but they really is tied up with that other dude.
She texting that nigga like, really is I'll be home. She texting that nigga while y'all sitting there eating. She like, he's so crazy. Yeah, I'll be home in about 10:30. You want something from Joe Muir's?
Yeah, basically.
But no, let me see. It was a couple things I wanted to say. Okay, just to comment on what Riri said. Riri said, I respect that. Most women don't have that thing. Most women, Kool-Aid got a joke where he say women will go out to eat with niggas they don't, to their favorite restaurant with niggas that they don't like, and they'll do that over and over again.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious and it was true, and you shouldn't. If you don't have no plans of fucking with this nigga in the same way he want to fuck with you. Now, if he just a nigga like to go out to eat and he a restaurant tour, hey, all right, cool. I like to eat, you gonna eat. But if this nigga talking about at the end of the night, you should let me in, he want to fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason that nigga followed Diamond home. Diamond, I always follow you home to make sure you get home. That nigga want to fuck you. You've been checking your ass on my dick for the past 5 years. All right, the next one was what? Next comment.
Have you finessed a woman, a girl out of a gift?
Pussy. But I've never, like, I'm not a gift nigga. So that's the thing about me being in relationships too. Like, with a woman, if I know you want something, I go slide and grab it, but I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, put it like this. If you want something and you say you want it, I'm gonna go get it. But don't think I'm gonna sit around and be like, ooh, her favorite color, purple. I'm finna go out and buy a purple trench coat. Like, I'm not gonna do that because I'm scared I'm gonna get the wrong shit. Tell me what you want. Now, it's called, when it comes to me, I don't give a fuck about gifts. Like, I'm a grown nigga now. Like, I stopped caring about gifts a long time ago. If you buy me something, I'm gonna appreciate the fuck out of it because you bought it for me. So no, I've never finessed no women out of gifts. Kari definitely got a Buick LeSabre out of bitch before. Though I seen
Kari has not, and I am actually. This is where it's so different because as much as I think Josh is more romantic in that love language shit, I am a gift giver. So I'm gonna give a gift, and part of giving a gift is just seeing how she responds to something, seeing how appreciative she is. And I'm trying to, like, I think it's a language in giving gifts, and not just women I kick it with, just even sometimes like a lot of my mentors, I get gifts. It's places I go that I know I can get certain things just because those kind of gestures mean something to me.
Have you ever finessed somebody out of gift? You start talking about, like, I've been tricking with these hoes, and I know how to buy bitches shit. Nobody asked you that, nigga. Answer the question. Stop being evasive, nigga. Have you finessed a girl out of a gift?
No, I have not. I'm not a, women rarely get gifts from me.
No niggas doing that, though. That's my thing. Like, I don't know no nigga that's doing that. What JB say?
Let's see.
Yeah, Gemini. Nobody. I don't know no nigga doing that. Have you ever been finessed out a gift, Gemini? Let me see. How was you getting there before you met me? And I exactly what he's saying. Like, if I'm driving you around, don't hit me with the but nigga, the last nigga car, he ain't no gas. That's what it was. All right, what's the biggest gift? What'd she say on the second one? What's the biggest gift or gesture on the flip side? I mean, it might be, I don't know. I really think it's pussy. Like I think women, that's why I'm telling men.
But they always act like that. Whereas I think that sex is a fair exchange, especially being that like when it's there. I mean, it's more of a fair exchange.
It might be
though I
time.
know that women, though I recognize socially a woman offering her sex is more valuable than a man offering his sex.
So they don't think that's equal. Like they think dick is what they supposed to get because you gonna give it to anybody anyway. This is what I say. I say time just to change it up. I think the biggest gift or gesture a woman can give you is her time. Like I know niggas who got sides. And what I mean sides, and you know, they call them sneaky leaks now, whatever you want to call them, you know what I'm saying, with side chicks or whatever you want to call them, where a girl will drop everything she doing because she know this nigga got a girl. And he like, look, my girl went to whatever with her people, come pull up on me. And she'll drop everything she doing, go get a babysitter and come kick it with that nigga for however long she can. So just time. And that's just the worst case scenario. Like a woman, just her time is everything. So she feel like, girl, whenever this nigga wanted something, I dropped it, or we did this. And the game is set up like that. So I would say time is the biggest gesture on the flip side. So if you can't reciprocate that with a woman, bro, don't play the game. Like stop spending time. If she is sad and you just fucking her, let it be known and be cut and dry, my nigga. And listen here, man, look. From the jump, be hard on a hoe. And this only fit the description because we talking about this right now. Hey, I can't really, I got a girl. I don't want nothing more. We just fucking.
Okay, this goes into that cap of men because men be talking some gangsta shit. Men be married and be like, yo, I meet a woman, I straight up tell them I got a wife and da-da-da-da.
Big lies.
Men be selling a fucking dream.
Big lies.
In their behavior and how they talk and just all of that shit. But you talk to most men, they just be like, yeah, I told them I got a wife and I got, you know what I'm saying, another girlfriend so you can get in how you fit in. Men ain't coming at women like that.
Big lies. Big lies. Niggas not moving like that, until they done fucked. Like niggas, men are not coming out the box letting you know that they got a girl because they want to try to get what they're doing. And that's manipulative. That's very manipulative.
Yeah.
And it's not cool. And like I said, I know we talk a lot of shit on here. And I mean, I know I come off a certain way. I'm just not cut that way for real. And we gotta stop that, bro. We have to stop that. And I'm saying this right here in front of all y'all right now to let y'all know we gotta stop that. And as a single black man of two young ladies, 2 daughters, I want us to stop right now, man. Let's just kill the cycle, man. Like I said, do not take pussy that you don't plan on really fucking with like that. Even if you think she like you and then she get to a point, don't like you, and then she gets to the point where you feel like it, fall back. Yep, they not coming out the gate with that. They not coming out the bill, nigga. They ain't pulling from half court for real. They not pulling from the logo. Niggas is not coming like that. They gonna try to get you to like them. And that's the thing, man. Once women start liking you, it's a wrap. And
I do agree with that because part of that, I've been dating women that have been in, I guess, an entanglement with a married man. But in their mind, when they talk about the shit, they like, how married is he? As much time as he spent with me and all of that stuff. Like I say, that's even in lying in the behavior and all that shit.
He married as fuck, flat out. And ain't no how married is he. He has a wife. Whether he spend the night with you and whether he move around, in the eyes of the Lord, he said he wanted to spend the rest of his life with this woman until he didn't no more, and until the state of Michigan break them up and sign the paperwork. Like, he married as fuck. You fucking a nigga that don't belong to you. Like, nigga, you driving a car that's got a lease on it, and it's another nigga car. That ain't your car. You can drive it all day, bitch. I'm coming to get, man.
It's like, the divorce is about to go through. He already talked about everything that's going on.
That nigga lying.
Crazy. She abused the kids.
That nigga lying.
She poisoned my mama.
He's lying. You know how many times I told a bitch that, man, it ain't working out, but I'm gonna break up with her. I just can't do it right now. And I wasn't even married when I was doing this shit. I'm just playing the game. Like, nigga, these lies are programmed into niggas. They come default. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you get your phone and it got default shit in it already when you got add your pictures? Niggas already got lies programmed in us that was in there from our great-great-grandfathers and they grandfathers and they grandfathers.
And they grandfather.
Nigga, I'm telling motherfuckers like this, yeah, man, I'm not really happy here no more. Well, nigga, leave. No, I can't leave right now, man. Niggas be lying. All the time. Money, trips, pillow talk. Niggas can find a way to get loose. Nigga, comedy just me and comedy. I can do what the fuck I want to do when I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, niggas can find very creative ways to get away from their woman and do their thing. And I'm sure women can too. I'm only speaking from the perspective because I know it's women like, nigga, we can't too. I know. I'm just speaking from my perspective as being a man. We can make it happen and we can make it make sense. And niggas gonna lie. And what I'm saying here in 2022, we celibate and we not lying to these women no more. And we not taking pussy from women that we don't plan on spending the rest of our lives with, man. Leave that negligent. Straight pussy off to the side, my brother. Leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? That's how we getting down for the deuce.
Wow, that's a wild one right there. That is
what did he say?
That right there is a draw 4.
What did he say?
What Riri said, read it.
What Riri say? I know this one dude that would always tell chicks his girl would try and kill herself if he left.
That's a draw 4 right there.
I mean, so then you need to separate yourself from him. It's like, well, damn, I want to be with you, but I can't. But you got to stay there because this bitch gonna kill herself. Well, I got to fall back. Then holler at me after she kill herself, and then we can figure it out. Or after she break up and you find out she pump faking. But nigga, I never pull that out the bag. Like, man, I can't do it, man. She'll kill herself if I leave her.
That's wild.
Yeah, niggas pulling out some shit, man.
That ain't even from the logo. That's like from that's like the baseline.
That's
of
from the locker
court.
room, nigga. That's what Michael Jordan and Larry Bird was playing basketball, eating fries when they was like off the rails, off the top thing, off the sweets, number net. That nigga scandalous for that. That nigga scandalous.
Like my man in what was that shit in Waiting to Exhale, Whitney Houston, the dude for the Allstate commercials. He was like, damn it, Savannah.
He spazzed.
Damn it, Savannah.
Her mama
my wife died of cancer.
Yeah. I don't think his wife was dying of cancer.
Oh no, that was Wesley Snipes
died of cancer.
And that whole movie had black men all fucking.
Yeah, that nigga was like, that movie is what really got women like this now. Like the fact that she made that movie, women burning cars and cutting their hair short. Women weren't cutting their hair short when they was changing their life around and talking to niggas any kind of way. Fucking Waiting to Exhale was the point that everything shifted. And I remember I was in the 7th grade when it came out, and my mama looked at me like I wasn't shit. I'm like, what are you looking at me for? Every nigga was hated when that movie came out. That soundtrack, and Babyface wrote that whole soundtrack to ruin black lives. Black relationships.
So what was we gotta pull up the premise of that. What was my man what was the Allstate dude? Why couldn't he leave his wife? What was the jam up?
Do anybody know the reason why?
And then the mama, and then Whitney Houston mama was in support of him coming back.
She's like, you know, he don't want to be with that woman. He want to be with you. She like, I'm trying to be a producer on this news show. And then this nigga was mad as hell. Like, you wasn't thinking that when you was fucking my brains out, Savannah. My nigga cutting to that. Niggas get mean. Hey, we gotta stop doing that too. We gotta stop getting mean. Like, nigga, when you're a woman is hurt and she in love with your motherfucking ass, bro. Like, stop being mean. Like, I be catching myself like dealing with people and I be wanting to be mean to them. Cause as a man, we want to just we only cut to what we know in our logic, and that's all he did. And it was like, nigga, but you know you wrong. We'll know we wrong, and we'll say some of the most hurtful shit in a hurtful way and fuck a bitch soul up. That nigga said, bitch, you wasn't thinking that when you was fucking my brains out, Savannah. She was fucking my nigga brains out too. That nigga was not wrong. That nigga was not wrong. He was sneaking out to Arizona to fuck that lady, man. I wonder where that nigga was from, man. Do anybody remember that nigga name?
Hold up, we about to. I'm pulling up the whole thing. Let's see.
All right. Well, let me just read this first part right here. It says navigating through careers. Let me read this part. Navigating through families, careers. I can see it. Watch out. Move that. Friends bond over shortcomings in their lives, namely what is sacredity? What is that? Sacracy.
Yeah, what scarcity of good men?
Oh, I'm sorry. The scarcity of good men. Both as women, Savannah, Robin, carry on relationships with married men. Each believe, yeah, my nigga was married to
Leon.
Let's break down Wait to Exhale. Fine. Go to Wikipedia and break the plot down. We didn't plan on doing this. We're gonna let y'all go. I know it's an hour. Oh, we had an hour 40. We good. 10 more minutes, we gone. But we about to break down Wait to Exhale and how in 1995 they destroyed the black household. A movie.
Damn, Forrest Whitaker directed this shit. Ain't that a motherfucker?
Oh, the nigga with the one eye and fucked the game up. Terry McLennan wrote that. Her husband cheated on her. McMillan wrote that. Her husband cheated on her, gave her AIDS, and that's what
hilarious.
Stella Got Her Groove Back was about. They give you the beautiful part of it, but in reality, the nigga Winston really gave her AIDS, and he was gay.
Hilarious.
All right, and 4 plots. We read that. Support one another, scarcity, successful television. We're gonna focus on Savannah right now. Can we make that bigger? Let's make that bigger. We're gonna focus on Savannah right now. Because y'all gotta forgive me, I got cameras and everything in my face. Still can't see.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna zoom in.
Yeah, let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, bam, go down. Okay, so we focusing on Savannah. Savannah television producer Savannah Jackson believes that one day her married lover will leave his wife for her. She later realizes he won't, and that she must find her own man who will love her for who she really is. So we don't really care about we're not talking about what is it, Bernadine, Robin. This is all they give us on the plot. They don't really talk about why.
They didn't really. Let's see. Cause what's my man Dennis?
Here go the cast. Keep going down. What's this nigga name?
Dennis.
Gregory Hines was the one nigga.
He was,
oh, there you go. Dennis Dexter.
Haysbert.
Kenneth Dawkins. Do anybody know why he wouldn't leave his wife or why he was
okay? What was the Kenneth Dawkins? I guess I gotta Google that.
Yeah, we would have to Google that. Go back to the
Kenneth Dawkins.
But yeah, I mean, the funny thing about that movie is once that movie dropped, all hell broke loose, and women, I think that's like, nigga, you know, we wouldn't have a City Girls, we would not have any of the shit we have right now if in 1995 Forrest Whitaker and what's Terry McMillan, if they wouldn't have came out with this cinematic fucking Willie Lynch movie to tear down the black relationship from the inside.
Okay,
it's not gonna give us nothing. It's gonna give us the same shit.
Damn, we may have to do a we may do that's one of the things, like Josh's Masterpiece Theater. We may have to do a Masterpiece Theater on that crazy ass movie.
Might watch it live. Leon was acting like Pookie,
we may watch that movie live for everybody. That's gonna be the Patreon shit. But everybody that's on here, we'll let you tap in. We'll give you the link where y'all can tap in for the love.
We'll let you know.
We may watch it one of these Sundays coming up.
We'll see what we can do with that. Go down to Riri comment real quick down there. She said I can listen to y'all all night. Man, that's a great compliment. We appreciate that, Jim. Now you and your husband sitting up listening to us talk shit with y'all happy married asses and 2 lonely single niggas sitting upstairs in the attic on the east west side of Detroit. Sad than a motherfucker. But it's cool. I'm celibate all 22. And I'm telling you that now. If you want to try to give me some pussy, you're gonna be sadly mistaken when I turn you down. He would never really say, he was acting like he was trying, but he was telling her that these things
divorce.
Take time. Yeah. Niggas gonna say that all the time. And the funny thing about it, they should make a Waiting to Exhale 2 where you can see where that nigga still married to that bitch.
Because I think it was like the scene where he was like talking to her and the kids at the same time and it fucked her up.
Yeah, because his daughter got sick and then she came in there. He was mad at the wife, like, fuck you calling me for? She's sick with you. And I'm like, you a terrible nigga for that, bro. Like,
that was along the Dimes comment of you gotta eat this motherfucker eat every day.
Well, that shit was bogus, my nigga. That movie made every nigga look bad. Like, nigga, I wasn't even a kid yet, but all women at that point had that ingrained in their soul that niggas wasn't shit. And then that nigga threw an orange at old girl on the balcony. She really had it fucked up. Every nigga that movie made every nigga look bad, but Gregory Hines.
Yeah,
they made. The one nigga left Bernadine because he was gay.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Big brother almighty.
Yeah, well, he was gay and he really from the crib. He really from the D too. Every nigga looked bad. The one nigga she fucked who was in the pussy, he was screaming. He looked lame. And then
the fat dude?
Not the fat nigga. It was another nigga that Savannah fucked.
The
football nigga.
She
with that nigga. Yeah. He looked at lame, and then the fat nigga was like, I want to give you the world, and this, that, and the third. And then he fucked around, and then it's like, damn, even the ugly niggas is out here cheating on us and selling us dreams. Leon cheating on his wife, and then that movie just made niggas look bad.
Bubba was on that cocaine.
Yeah. Who was Bubba?
Bubba.
Oh yeah. He was on the coke and he was wearing leather in the summertime, walking around looking crazy and biting her on the ass. Waiting to Exhale really made black men look terrible. And I think y'all ain't never. We need to make a movie to make y'all fuck with us, man. I don't know what this nigga down there said.
Hey, we done tapped in with the
with the bots. Don't even fuck with
the bots.
Yeah, because up out of here. He said some wild shit.
Yeah, we don't even know what he talking about. I guess he was triggered by Waiting to Exhale too.
Yeah. I mean, we might want to do that, even though the what we want to do is with the Patreon, we gonna watch a lot of movies, like independent films that's coming out now. We don't call them hood movies because I've done a lot of podcasts with these niggas and they be offended by that, so we can't call them hood movies, but independently shot movies. Yeah, movies that's independently shot. I'm going to sit down with Kari a lot of times and a lot of like actors, comedians, personalities, people I fuck with, and y'all might want to do it. We might do it live one time where we sit around and like we watch movies. You know, when you watch a movie, you talk shit while you watching it. You might be like, why he got that shirt on? Why he doing that? We're gonna do that, and that's gonna be something on the Patreon. We're gonna make happen. So we saying all this to make it happen now. Best Man makes y'all look good and Best Man Holiday. I'll have to watch
it.
That.
Was some scenes in Best Man. Well, I guess what's the name? When Tay Diggs smacked I don't know,
but Waiting to Exhale was like,
yeah, it was the worst.
It was like a horror film for niggas. It was like, what are the worst niggas in the world? And let's put these women through the worst. Like, you know, Wesley Snipes was good, but his wife died, but then he had cancer, but he just laid with her, and it was like, oh, okay, this nigga. But bitches, women were still like, he's still cheating on his wife, laying in the bed with another bitch.
And he had the white, he had the white woman point. Yeah,
and then nigga, I'm talking about Whitney. No. Oh yeah, so Wesley Snipes' wife was white too.
Yeah, okay. Because remember, because
I didn't remember that.
Angela Bassett was like, and it was a white woman, and he was like,
my wife.
So you know,
yeah, I do remember that. So his wife was white, and then the nigga who always played the whole ass niggas in the movies, he left his woman. He left Angela Bassett for a white woman. And he was a whole ass nigga.
Coach, cause he in what you got? Just because of that scene and Lean on Me, where he'd be like, "I'm the HNIC," and that was kick him out.
That was the last time he was cool. After that, he was like, "Bro, I'm about to be a whole ass nigga in every movie." And nigga, on First Sunday when he stole the money from the shit, he was terrible as hell. Yeah, Waiting to Exhale was all bad, nigga. Tyler Perry done made niggas look bad in every movie he got, and he altogether he ain't did what Waiting to Exhale did to the black man. But that's coming up, and then again, like I said, man, February 11th, more information is coming out. We're gonna be at Tony V's Valentine's Day weekend, and I guarantee y'all, is all this shit we worried about now will not be anything to worry about. We're gonna have the ticket link, we will have the flyer up, and then you will know exactly what's going down February 11th. It's gonna be hosted by me. Kari Frazier is gonna be sitting there producing the shit out of it. We're gonna do it up. So that's what's going on, man. And hey man, this is the first show of the year. I'm just glad y'all came back to fuck with us. I got 2 shows coming up. January the 7th, MRCC, which is Friday. Foods, Jokes, and Beats, I think it's called. Bozo Entertainment. They put shit together, the Noisemakers. Great show. Me, Horace Sanders hosting, Bobo Lamb, and Rodney Perry from Anything You Seen Niggas In. He is in it. Hilarious. Coming to America 2. Madea, one of the Madea movies. He was on Monique's show. And then the 8th, I'm at the Senate Theater. I said the State Theater. The Senate Theater with Jay Will, Tattoo Man Page, T-Bar, you know what I'm saying? Label Mate, and a gang of other comedians. Shout out to Mr. North End. I said Mr. Northwest last time. It's going down. So that's what I got coming up. Kari, what you doing?
Man, same old. We just building with Detroit is different. Some new things coming in the works. I'm looking forward to. We did the first, I guess, the pilot of the movie watch. Now I'm even more excited if we get to pull off watching Waiting to Exhale crazy shit again. That will be wild. This was I was talking a whole lot about the business side of it, but you know, I love the business side of it, and be prepared.
We working. So look, man, I never know how to end this podcast. So I'm gonna get better at this shit. I know we've been doing it for damn near 100 years now, but we promoted everything we need to promote. Hey man, if you know anybody that's a business that want to sponsor this podcast, have them hit me up, man. Because you know what I'm saying? I'm looking to put money in people's pockets to make sure that their business get promoted and they get this platform only growing, and I want them to grow with us. But aside from that, man, thank y'all for being on this bitch, man.
Hit the cash tag. We done had that before. So
we just put new shit on there. If you gotta give, if you don't, that's cool too. Yeah. Hey man, keep liking and subscribing and share this so other people can see it, man. Be like, look, they be talking shit and we having a good ass time. So hey, and if you got a simplified story, send it in, man. We'll read it and we'll keep it anonymous if you want us to keep it anonymous. I meant to say that. If you know somebody that might got a simplified story they want to send to us, I guess send it to until we'll get an email until then, but send it to and you have my word, I'll keep it anonymous. Unless you don't give a fuck, then I'll keep it a G. But if you don't, I'm cool with putting my life on the line. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, I live my shit. You hear what I'm saying? I live for real. So We'll see y'all next Wednesday for sure, though. So, you know what I'm saying? 8 o'clock all the time, man. The Josh Adams podcast, man. And you remember.
Well, 8 o'clock-ish, usually about 8:30.
This what we on.
Hilarious.
Celibate, all deuce. Keep it in your pants. We hard on the hoe.
Hilarious.